8 years ago, my husband saved my life by marrying me. Originally, we were going to get married in October of 15, and I was increasingly getting, more and more migraines, and he was like, let's just get married. Don't tell anybody. It's a big secret. And then in October, we can have a big, we can do the wedding and a big party. And I'm like, we can't do that. And then I'm like, okay, we can do that. So we did. And so then I got to go to all my doctor's appointments because before that I didn't have health insurance for 10 years. And my very first mammogram at 46, I was diagnosed with stage 2, grade 3 HER2 positive. But originally they thought it was very small. They didn't think it was HER2 positive. And so it was just, not that there's any just to anything, but it was going to be surgery and radiation. And that's scary enough. And when I went in for surgery, they found out that it was twice as big, and it was hormone negative, but HER2 positive. And all of a sudden, things were moving really fast. And I got, chemo, 2 different types of chemo and sections and rounds and radiation. And I was in survival mode. I was very upbeat. I kept in radiation, I would put up sticky notes in my dressing room. Each time I went, there was a new sticky note. And the wonderful radiologists at St. Mary's, they left all of those sticky notes up until my treatment was done. But you just focus on the next step, the next thing that they tell you to do. You just keep going and going until it's done. And my husband's very quirky as far as using humor and dark humor, and luckily that works with me very well. So the way we told our friends was, guess what? We got married and Blanche has breast cancer. And so it's the sweet with the sour. Nobody could get mad that they weren't invited. So that kind of humor kept me going. And he also kept the fact that he was absolutely terrified I was going to die. And I guess I had some of that in the back of my head, but it was all pushed back by all the things I had to do. And I also had a really good friend she took me to every single one of my chemo treatments. And she was a survivor. And so I had her as an example that there is an end. It doesn't mean an automatic death sentence. And she was also HER2 positive, had been. So I was like, okay, there's a way out. So it didn't hit me until after everything was done. I was done with the treatments, done with my doctor's visits. And then, I don't know and the other thing is I didn't have a support group. I had my core friends, but I didn't have a support group to go to, people who had been through it. And that makes a difference. It really, really makes a difference. Because you still have them to support you and help you when it's done. People think, oh, you're done. It's over. And there's side effects. There's just a lot of things that happen. And mentally, I was not doing well. And I did all my homeopathic massage, my acupuncture, my herbal remedies, and finally my husband was like, maybe you ought to see somebody or do some medication versus you've done all of your, as he called it, witchcraft. You've done all of your stuff. And I'm like, okay, if he's saying that, maybe I should do that. So I did, and I finally got help, but I also found Here for the Girls, which is an amazing support group, and I feel like they put me on the road and really helped save me mentally. And I'm still struggling, and I'm still trying to find the light that I know is there, because I should be so happy that I'm alive. And sometimes that doesn't connect in my brain. I had 2 quotes that kept me through is broken crayons still color, and they make beautiful pictures. And if you don't have cracks, the light can't get in. And that's the one that keeps me going, as I'm like, we may all have cracks, but that light's coming in. My name is Blanche, and I'm a survivor.